Rene Gonzalez, Senior Vice President of Policy and Regulatory Affairs with LitFiber.
Rene, what's today been all about?
Today is a landmark day for this city and for our company. It's the result of a lot of hard work, many years of many partners, thousands of steps that it took to get to this point where we're able to be in a building celebrating the beginning of this facility, and really what this symbolizes for our community, the technology being accessible to people that haven't had the chance to experience what this connectivity, how it will change their lives. We've spoken about this over the years, about changing lives and impact. And I feel that this is really going to be the beginning of being able to start turning that over to the customer. So we're very proud of the folks that we worked with today. We're really proud of the community, all the leaders that have shown up today. I mean, the support is huge. So it feels incredible to feel that level of support from the community.
I know, Rene, when you first started these conversations, it was before the pandemic. Did you ever envisage in those very early discussions that you could get to this sort of point and have this sort of impact in a city the size of Brownsville?
Well, you and I know that folks complain about a lot of things. You know, there's always problems all across our country, varying degrees of impact and things. But what was really prevalent at the time, even in 2019 and before, with all the data from American Community Survey regarding accessibility and availability, is that the pandemic just exacerbated that. It made it even more prominent of an issue. And I think that it was a unique opportunity to not only handle the crisis that was happening around the pandemic, but to also respond in a way that said our community, not just this neighborhood needs connectivity or this part of town needs connectivity, it's our community. And our community is a very broad term. So having the vision of the leadership and the city commission and the different folks that are no longer on the city commission, you know, former Mayor Mendez, folks like Rene Gonzalez, who was working at the city at the time, those folks really were instrumental in planting the seeds and keeping the beat going and beating those drums, because vision is important to establish before you take action. And I feel like the survey and the studies that we did in 2020 with the city demonstrated that need, it demonstrated the demand that was there, and it gave us all the confidence to proceed forward, not only as separate entities, but as a partnership down the road that it became. So, you know, this doesn't happen overnight, Steve. You know, these things, they take a lot of effort, they take a lot of sacrifice to do. So that we're here today because we were able to bring those partnerships together. Texas Southmost College, UTRGV, the GBIC and the BSIC, City of Brownsville and the Port of Brownsville and Brownsville Public Utilities. I mean, there's a reason why this project has moved forward with such speed and frictionless, and it's because of the fact that we have those partnerships. And that's unique, I think. You know, not every ISP can say that they have a partnership this deeply ingrained within a community. And I think that's going to set us up for success, not only for the city, but to bring this connectivity to the far reaches of the whole town.
Can you remind us about the financial investment? I know the city used federal funding that came in because of COVID.
Yes, sir.
How have you found the money to make the investment you're doing?
Well, you know, like I think I've mentioned it in previous interviews, you know, we're backed by private equity, and our partners, Oak Hill Capital Partners, have been wonderful. They've come down to Brownsville and they've seen, you know, the beauty of this city, and they've seen the momentum that it was having. And, you know, when we approached them about this community and about the need to get capital for it, you know, you share a lot more details than what I can share in an interview, but let's just say that they felt confident enough to make that financial backing. And with that backing, we've created this entity, LitFiber, to invest these dollars in the community and start building this network, getting people connected. And I think that, you know, there's opportunities to be financially successful through what these folks do and the investors that come in. But I also know that there's a great level of satisfaction that we have because we're, you know, participating and creating community impact. I mean, that's really kind of what we're doing at this particular project and the partnership and the way that it was structured. So this has been, you know, it's something that when you show folks opportunity and you show them that demand is there and you show them that that the support is going to be universal in an area like Brownsville, I think it's an easy decision for these investors. And you know, it doesn't hurt when you have all this development happening, you know, in the Port of Brownsville and development happening with SpaceX. I mean, these are other catalysts that happen, and they all kind of lift us up all together. So I feel that we came in at a very unique time, and we're just very thankful for the opportunity. I mean, this is something that we don't take for granted.
What's been the reaction so far, the feedback from the Brownsville residents?
Oh, they want it tomorrow. They want it tomorrow. I mean, the folks on our website being able to take surveys and expressing demand, because we've reached out to folks over the years, from the study phase all the way through to, being able to get service here in sometime in the summer. So absolutely, the excitement is there. We know that people are ready for it, and we're ready to get to them. So.
And the leadership within Brownsville, the city leadership, they're excited also because of the economic development opportunities, the ability to attract bigger and better businesses, better paying jobs, etc., because they are so well wired. I know that's not your responsibility, but speak to that if you would, about what this potentially means for this community as a whole.
Oh wow. Well, it honestly allows all the businesses and all the folks that want to use this network to take those next steps together as we advance in our technology. As we increase our offerings down the road from a gig to 2 gigs and 5 gigs and beyond, everybody gets to take that ride together. We're not just doing one thing and closing the books and moving on, So that's what I think gets people excited. And when you're talking about moving forward with progress and continual investment, I think those are important factors when the businesses and folks are looking at trying to decide, where do I situate a team of 100 people, or where do I plant $100 million to go build a plant or something like that. And we want to be able to say that, we would love to take credit and say that broadband created that job impact. But I know it's part of a larger ecosystem, and that's why I kind of go back to the partnerships, because having the partnerships with the Greater Brownsville Incentives Corporation and Brownsville Community Improvement Corporation and all those others are going to help us reach to those levels of those businesses to eventually make sure that they have a good understanding of what this technology can provide for them, whether that could provide more reliability in securing their own customers and data, point of sales, security cameras that they use in their businesses. This technology is going to open up so many doors that I think that they're just going to be excited about it, and they're going to have this downtown, and they're going to have this in the all areas of the city where we know that it's desperately needed.
Well, Rene, those are all the questions I had. Have I missed anything out? Anything else you'd like to add on such an historic and exciting day?
Oh, well, I just want to spend a special thank you to Brian Snyder, who's our former CEO. He really, truly had a vision for Brownsville and really was a big part of getting a lot of folks to turn their attention to Brownsville at our leadership level, and I'm thankful that Andrew Massey, our new CEO, shares that vision as well, so I'm very thankful for that. So I wanted to give credit to Brian for that, and obviously I'm just very thankful that we're able to be here today. This has been something that we wouldn't be here, and one really important name is Elizabeth Walker, who's no longer with us, who is a huge champion for this project. Someone who's very special to me and to many people on our team. And I feel like this is part of her legacy, and she may not have wanted any credit, because if you knew Elizabeth, she just did the hard work, and I'm happy because I know she's here with us today.
Fantastic way to end. Thank you so much for today's interview.
Appreciate you for having me.